MNDR. Hey. I started when I moved to Portland. Well, I was a little kid musician, I guess. My dad was in a bunch of band, like a soul band, and therefore we had a little recording studio on our farm. I was really interested in experimental music, so I was picking up drum machines and things like that, and I was really influenced by like IDM and German techno, specifically German techno and early Detroit house. And then about 2 years ago, I just was like, I'm gonna make a juke record, which is a style of Chicago street music that's like heavily influenced. For me, it sounds like an extension of IDM. So it's really simple, the sounds. Yeah. And I was just like, what? Yes. And that was like, I was introduced to it via my friends from Chicago, Mahjong, and I was like, this is great. So I started making that music, and then I just started playing. I had a sound system in Oakland, and started playing, and then I got a publishing deal at a publishing company, and then I came out here for a meeting and was on tour, like crazy style, and met Peter.
Amanda came down, and we just like, we kind of hit it off. We did one song when she came back. I guess she was here in October or something, left, came back in January, moved here. We started a song, we did a song, came out amazing, and it was like, wow, we're not gonna be able to sell this record because it's so personally yours, you know? It's like we didn't try to make a record for someone else. We tried to just make the hottest thing we could make. By the third song, we knew that there was a good synergy, and it was just, you know, we kind of, I think we're coming from sort of two different worlds, and kind of met in the middle, but we had so much common ground that it was like, I don't know, it really worked. Like,
I can throw like a really obscure grindcore record at Peter, and he'll listen to it and be like, oh yeah, and then he'll like toss back a weird, it's like a band, really, is what we are. Or I'll be like, check out this early IDM record, Flowchart or something, like, he'll listen to it, and then like, or vice versa, you'll be like, check out this reggae, because I really love when dancehall first got drum machines, because they literally got the worst ones ever, and they have no swing, and reggae's like about, you know, swing and dance. So I was like, you gotta show me all these, and he's like an aficionado on that style of electro reggae. And I'm a mega nerd about instruments, drum machines, but I just got super into it. I was just like, yeah, this, like, I know mega nerdy amount of information, and I'm slightly proud. I don't care. I know some stuff about some gear.
To be honest, it's rare to meet women that are that deep into it. I just feel like girls don't spend as much time tweaking the knobs, or you know, or maybe they do, and I haven't met them. But you know, it was something that impressed me about Amanda out the gate, because, you know, I was like, oh, talking about some crap, and she's like, oh yeah, well, I got a snurf and snurf, and I can do a nurgle, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I was like, maybe you could show me how to do that, you know? And then like she brings in this thing, which is like, is a crazy synthesizer that I'd never worked with, which is all like the Nord G2. It's totally like, it's a modular synth that you edit. It's like, I mean, this is like,
well, that's like a really dorky patch.
It's kind of like, I mean, basically the whole thing is these tiny little pieces. It's like a gigantic patchable synth.
When we start them, like, I'm not lyrically driven. Like, I think about the sounds. Like, I am a nerd. I wouldn't even say a nerd. Like, the song is defined by every synth song sound, and every patch is like extremely important to me. Is as important as any melody or anything. It's the sounds that I care about the most, because I feel like that's what sets records apart. If you have a pop record and you can listen to it over and over again and hear something new in it, like Talking Heads did a good job of that, Brian Eno did an amazing job of that, like, that's what I value in music, but it's super important to me, like, extremely important. Yeah. And like, I've never made money at making music, so I've always had to do it because I love it. Yeah. And like, every decision in my life has been like insane. Like, I guess I don't have any money, and I'm gonna play this person's weird house show and sleep with their weird dog in their mold-infested basement in Chicago. So that'll be fun, I guess. But it always is fun. So I think doing that, and you've done that, so we both come from that, and then you can you're just drawing on everything, I feel like, at that point. I know it sounds like, get my crystal ball on and write a unicorn out of here, but